Hello. Hi, hello.
Hello.
We are the admins of Colorado K-pop. This started with me just wanting to see what favorite songs we had over the years. So we started, I guess you started from 2007, right?
Yeah, 'cause that's the time that I got into K-pop. So.
Okay. So Andre started in 2007, I started in 2009, and...
Well, we got into K-pop?
Yeah.
Oh, I got into K-pop in 2011.
Okay.
I am also the youngest, so...
That's fine.
Make that fair.
And I'm the oldest, so it's okay.
Did you go to 2009 for this?
You said 2010.
Okay, that's fine.
So I went to 2010.
That's fine. I don't remember what I said, but then I thought I said like 2009, so I did 2009.
Well,
it's fine.
So it's okay.
So Andre's gonna start off.
Yeah, so I'll start off first. So
she is 2007.
oh gosh, okay.
I started in 2007. It was a great fun time. Our first group was actually Super Junior. But my favorite songs were a bit different from the time period. So for 2007, for boy group, this is technically a rap group. It was Epic High, Love, Love, Love. It was a fun time. I really like that. Epic High, Love ×3. So it was they're not really a boy band, they're a rap group, but you know, they're boys, so.
They're boys, so they count.
They count. And so for girl group was Tell Me by Wonder Girls. I could not figure out how to learn that dance from them. It took Big Bang Dancing for me to figure out how to do it. And then I was like, oh, this dance is super easy. Sweet. There, but that was Wonder Girls was one of my favorite groups for a long time, all the way up until they disbanded. Well, not really disbanded, but you know, they all went their separate ways. So for solos, I did a boy and a girl, because you know,
Overachiever.
I need to. Well, I had a favorite boy solo and a favorite girl solo. So the first one is Sonata of Temptation by Ivy. If you watch,
I know Ivy.
Yes.
They were disbanded by the time I was.
Well, actually, Ivy was a solo singer.
Well, I mean, she was no longer
Yeah.
active. Is the correct term I was looking for.
So Sonata of Temptation. If you watch some of the past Super Junior stuff, you will see Heechul dancing to this song a lot. He loves this song. Do you? And then boys, well, it's not solo, it's a duo, it's Dynamic Duo. And it's Attendance Check. Chew check. Chew check. Chew check. Which I was very excited to see at KCON when they finally came.
Right. I remember that song.
It was a great time. A lot of people didn't know who they were, but I did. Okay, so on to 2008. That's when everyone decided to debut and have comebacks. So that was like Shiny, 2 p.m., 2 a.m., and then TVXQ came back, and Big Bang came back, and it was a hard time. That mama was stressful. That was a stressful mom on there. But my favorite boy group, which is my ultimate bias group, is TVXQ, Neurotic. Mind was blown. The song is amazing. If you haven't listened to it,
camera.
go watch it.
Our first take, the camera couldn't handle Neurotic. And if you don't know, even though I got into K-pop later, all your favorite idols have covered this song. So look it up.
It's greatness. All right, and so girl group, they're known but not really known. They're called Jewelry, and their song was called Baby One More Time. And if you don't know this, it's this. Baby One More Time. Everybody knew that dance.
Yes.
That was the
Your
dance.
favorite idols also do that song.
That's
or
the song.
dance.
If you say Jewelry, Baby One More Time, yeah, that's it. All right, and then for solos, I did 2 again. So Rain came back at that time, and that was Rainism. And it hurt. That was rough. But you should watch Rainism, and if you like BTS, you should watch their cover of Rainism too. It's great. And then You Go Girl by Lee Hyori.
Also a good song.
You Go Girl. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So that was my 2008. It was fun. That was a fun year for me. That was a very fun year for me. Just basically going through it and coming into my own as a K-pop fan and actually truly like, this is it. I'm a K-pop fan. This is it. All right.
You want to go first while she's doing
Sure.
her 2000? Okay.
Did we want to go everything, or like boy?
Let's do everything,
Okay.
everything. Because then we can, or I don't know. What do we want to do? I'm still 2010.
Yeah. That's
So
Oh, you can do everything.
okay.
okay.
Let me
Yeah, it
just-
gives time to write. Oh, she's not done writing. Hence
Well,
why.
that's why I asked if we're just doing.
I got you. Okay.
So my 2009. So I had boy group of FT Island. I hope. So I started on like K-pop band side of everything. So I got into FT Island and CM Blue and Tracks first before I got into the dance groups. But my girl group was Mr. Or my girl group was Kara. The song was Mr. Just because I saw everyone was doing it. Youngwon and Hongki loved doing that dance, and I was like, but y'all can't dance.
Also a very
Y'all can't dance,
iconic.
And then my solo was a G-Dragon song, but it featured Teddy and CL, and it was called The Leaders. But yeah, that was when I was slowly getting it. Like, I listened to it, but I didn't listen to it.
All right, so third year in, 30 years in its life. So my favorite boy group was Bad Girl by Beast, and this is actually their debut song because this is when Beast debuted. They used to do like dance teasers and a whole bunch of stuff, and I was like, ooh, excitement. So I was a bit of a stand for them. My girl group one, and this is the most iconic K-pop song. You can't go nowhere and say this song or do this dance and no one knows what it is. It's Abracadabra by Brown Eyed Girls.
Yes.
Everyone knows this song. I'm sorry if you say you're a K-pop fan and you don't know this song. You need to go redo. Go through it again. Redo it. Go watch this. Go listen to this, and then you can say you're a K-pop fan. Because this right here, you wouldn't even be able to walk up to one of your idol groups and be like, I don't know what that song is, because they'll look at you just the same way I would look at you, like, what? What? Yeah. All right, and so then my solo song is My Ears Candy by Big Jiyoung, and it featured Top from Big Bang. And that's another one everyone mostly knows.
Haven't there been like
yeah,
covers?
there's been like 2 or 3 recovers of that. So this is the original song. The original singer is Big Jiyoung and with Top. So if you've seen the cover for that, I suggest go back and watch the actual one because that one's just as fun. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, God.
2010 time.
Okay. My turn.
Sage gets to come.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. I still wasn't into K-pop in 2010, but you don't know, or you don't become a K-pop fan and not know a lot of these songs, especially around this time. So even with like what you did 2007. So
Yeah.
I knew a lot of the songs she was talking about from 2007 because as you dive into the K-pop world, you just learn all these songs that came from the past. But in 2010, ooh, my deck. Okay, there we go. 2010. So my boy group, my favorite song probably from 2010 was Lucifer by Shiny, and that, even though I got into K-pop in 2011, everyone knew this song, and everyone was attempting to learn this dance. This dance was incredibly hard, so it was really rough. Then girl group, again, a very iconic song of this time, Bad Girl, Good Girl by Miss A. Your favorite K-pop idols still cover this song. Look up Bam Bam from GOT7 doing this dance. He's very proud of it. And then solo, okay, I only wrote down one because I ran out of time because I redid this. So I wrote down a Hurricane Venus by Boa because, one, I really love Boa. So anything Boa did, I was just very, yeah, this is a fantastic song. But in 2010, the other song that I had written down on my paper but not my board was Wedding Dress. No, I Need a Girl. Sorry. I Need a Girl by Taeyang. No? I'm mispronouncing.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. But yes, okay.
Me?
Yeah, it was someone.
Sure. Like I said, I got into boy bands before I did boy groups. So my boy group is Love by CN Blue. They are my ultimate group. And then my favorite girl song was New ABO from FX. Oh, love that song still. And then soloist was I Need a Girl from Tan.
All right. So for my 2010.
Oh my gosh, you're so fast.
I don't need to comment about it.
So my favorite boy group song at that time, and they had actually just debuted too, was Infinite, She's Back. I will still sing this song with all my heart and soul till this day. This song will never come on and you will not hear me, she's back, she's back. Yeah, fun. And then my girl group song is, my favorite girl group of that time period was Secret, and it was Magic. My magic, my magic. One of the few dances I actually full-hearted 100% learned down to the T, because that dance that they do is amazing and it's tiring. So you ever want to learn dance and it's tiring, do Magic. Magic's hard. So for dude solo was Hip Song from Rain.
Dude solo.
Hip Song from Rain. Please watch that to be assaulted. You want to get assaulted? Watch that to get assaulted. It's amazing. And then girl one is Change for Hyuna, and this is her first solo song. Change.
Oh.
So that's my girl solo of that time period. If you love Hyuna and you just came into her now, I suggest going back and watching Change so you can see where she started, where she used to have her cute little bangs and stuff.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, 2011, the year that I got into K-pop. For my boy group, Beautiful Target by B1A4 is definitely my favorite song from 2011 because it was just one everywhere, and that is when I discovered Eat Your Kimchi, and I just really like the song a lot. Balassa, conqueror of kitten and young teenage girls' hearts.
Wow.
I actually have a shirt that says that too. I
Nice.
do. I should have
Nice.
brought it. Okay.
You can wear it for Valentine's Day.
Do it. Okay. For girl group, I Am the Best by 21 because that song was everywhere. You couldn't do
Iconic.
anything without hearing that song and learning the dance.
The dance.
Da, 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 da.
Variety shows, dramas,
Yes.
basically everything. Special
Joe
stages.
Yeah, Joe Kwon, yes.
All the time.
Always. Okay, and then for my solo, this song is what got me into K-pop, and it was VVIP by Sungri. So it's really the only solo song that I could think of, to be honest with you, because I was very new to K-pop, so my scope was extremely limited. So that was the only song I could think of at this point. Okay.
So I was still in the band side. So my boy group was Blind from Trax. So if you don't know who Trax is, they were a band group of SM. My girl
Really?
group, yeah.
SF?
Yeah.
Oh.
SM.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's kind of.
I
like,
knew who they were. I didn't realize they
Yeah.
were SMR.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they were an SM artist, but yeah.
Yes.
So my girl group was Tiara. I went with the Roly Poly. Another iconic dance, very tiring dance, but it's so fun.
It's it. You dance every time it comes on. You have no choice.
And then my soloist was Jay Park, his song Girlfriend.
Okay. So for my 2011, went back to my main bias group, and for their song, it was Before You Go, and TVXQ. Very sexy dance. That dance is sexy. It killed me. It
It's
hurt.
TVXQ.
It hurt. It was hurt. Yeah, they're sexy all the time, but like this song was extra, and it really hurt. My girl group one was Breathe by Miss A. I loved Miss A. I love Miss A. And Breathe, one of the other dances that I learned the full one to, like really quickly, because I just love it. A lot of people don't know that this is their debut song. And don't even know the song exists, so I suggest you go listen to this song if you do like Miss A and you didn't realize that they had a song called Breathe. And then my solo one is Hyuna again, and it was Bubble Pop. And they used to do cute special stages, so she used to have like members from In Black and 2PM and all them come and do the dance on there with on stage. So if you ever want to see that, then you search that up too. Yay.
2012 when I started the hella hardcore falling into K-pop.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh. Okay, so 2012. Oh shoot, sorry. Need to readjust myself. Okay. 2012. For my boy group, I picked Warrior by BAP because one of the best debuts ever. Still a fantastic song. I can get down to Warrior. Not dance it, but I can just go, yeah! So, and then girl group, I did Elvis by AOA because I remember the summer that came out, that is all I played. My poor parents heard that song.
Jimin's voice, though.
So many. I love Jimin, okay? She is my bias in AOA, if you didn't know.
That's fine. Mine's Joa.
Yeah, so love that song. And so it was kind of an obvious pick for me because when I was thinking through my list, I was like, what did I listen to the most those years? And that was one I've definitely listened to over and over in the summertime. And then for solo, I'm doing Hyuna this time, Ice Cream, because again, one of those songs you just played constantly over and over. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So 2012 was when I started my descent into all the dance groups. So my boy group was Big Bang, but I chose Bad Boy instead of Fantastic Baby because I kind of thought G-Dragon was weird. And I was like, this is a weird song. This is a really weird song. I can't watch
it just throw you off. If you haven't encountered Big Bang before 2012, it's a strange thing to jump into. Now for me, I was like, this is actually normal. That was actually normal to me.
Look up Big Bang, la la la. Your mind will be blown.
Yeah, so that was actually normal for me. Everybody was like, what the heck? And I was like, actually.
Like, this is when I was just starting to listen to boy groups, and I was like,
so yeah, it threw everybody off.
I'm sorry.
I remember that. I used to be like, Big Bang, and they were like, is that the one with the guy with the weird hair that's in his face? And I used to be like, yeah.
So yeah, I chose the more mellow song with Bad Boy. For my girl group, I went with Alone from Sistar, because I really listened to that song a lot. And then my soloist was K-Will, that I Need You.
Okay, so for my 2012 is when I got introduced to my second bias group, because the current group I was listening to had decided to go separate ways, and I was in a tough time then, and I was like, why am I even here? And then a group came along, and just like Sage, Warrior.
Yeah.
They were like, look, we got jokes, we all got blonde hair, we're awesome. And Yonka was like, look at me, I got a deep voice and I rap. And I was like, okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So that was my descent into my second bias group after TVXQ, and I put all my time and effort into them because I love them so. And then, so my girl group one was Loving You by Sistar. Yeah. That I love that song, and I love that dance too. It's just one of Sistar's iconics.
Yeah.
And then for solo, I decided to do a duo because I cannot not mention these boys, and it's Bounced by JJ Project.
Oh
Like,
man,
look,
that was
was
great. That is when Jin Young, aka Junior at the time, was a rapper.
was
It
a
was
rapper.
good time.
It was a good time.
Good time.
Dream High. If you like watching dramas, you need to watch that because JB and Junior were blowing our minds then. Before, and this was before GOT7 was technically even thought of, but you know
They just weren't a thing.
They just weren't a thing there. But if you watch the JJ Project video, you will see Young J and them and Yu Kim and all them in there in the back. It's a fun game to play when you watch it. Ooh, so that's my 2012.
Yanked my hair out. Okay. 2013. So this one might be a little biased of me.
I mean, that's not the point.
I mean, yeah, but so for my boy group, I actually chose it's a duo, but it's a subunit of a boy group, so it counts. I did Special Girl by Infinite H because this was my descent into my love for Jang Dong-woo. It took his pink hair, and that was all. And he is my ultimate bias till this day. So everyone who knows me very well knows that I love him so much. So it had to be on this list.
So if she cries while talking to you about it, don't
I'm
be alarmed.
I'm getting teary-eyed right now.
Don't be alarmed. She just loves him a lot. Okay.
Well, okay. I was thinking about it. Leave me alone. Okay. For my girl group, so when I was in high school during all of this happening, my descent into K-pop, and my girl group I chose was Be Ambitious by Dal Shabet, and I did a creative writing paper on this music video and on this song, and so I was like, it has to be on my list. Right. And then for solo, I was Trap by Henry, because that's when Henry first came out solo, and that song was just everywhere.
Yeah, that song is literally, you can sing that song literally anywhere.
Yeah,
it gets stuck somewhere.
One
time, I was looking back on my Facebook, and I remember I had a post that I tagged Marta in because I got stuck in the bathroom stall, and I told her the first song I thought of in my head was I'm trapped, I'm trapped, I'm trapped.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So my 2013. So I chose Sleep Talking by Newest. That's my boy group song. I love Newest. But obviously my favorite of Newest is JR. It's great. So my female song would be Female President from Girls' Day, because that's amazing. And then my soloist was Ailey for You and I.
He loves an Ailey in his household.
He always loves an Ailey.
He loves an Ailey. All right, so for my 2013, I continue my descent into BAP. Well, I descended into there, was there. So my favorite song for them at that time was One Shot, because that movie, it
was a movie.
That video was essentially a movie.
It was a movie, and it's a ride. You should watch that. Like, it had everybody in their feelings. They were like, I couldn't believe he did that.
And you need to watch the whole thing.
Whole
watch
thing
till
from
the end.
All the way to the end, and I promise you'll be in your feelings too about it. And I just love doing this dance on Random Dance Place. Like, anytime it comes on, I'm on the floor.
You're gonna get a workout.
I'm on the floor when that song comes on. And then my girl group song at this time, and this is my favorite song from this group, is I Got a Boy from Sonosha Day, or Girls' Generation. This song was it. I was like, oh, outfits, hair, everything, the dance, music video. I just love everything about this song, everything. And then my solo was Red Shoes by IU. because she's just so cute, and I love her. I love her and her cuteness.
You and me,